Gods of Asgard's survival game mode is extremely fun and very challenging. Your goal is to stay alive as long as you can while racking up the highest score possible. In today's video, we are going to be sharing our 5 best tips to help you rise up on the leaderboards. Tip number 1, learn how to effectively train your enemies. Training means herding the enemies together in a big group to make them easier to kill. This is a great way to maximize area of effect skills, as well as help you manage your cooldowns. Make sure you use rolling to get through tight areas, and always be aware of your surroundings so you don't get trapped in a corner. Tip number 2, know which of your abilities are instant cast and which ones are not. Instant cast abilities are a quick and effective way to deal out damage without sacrificing mobility. These are ideal when the pressure is hot and you are surrounded by a lot of enemies. Abilities that hinder your movement are very powerful, but they can take a couple of seconds to cast. Make sure the coast is clear before using these, otherwise you will end up taking massive damage while standing still. A mistimed ability can quickly bring your high score run to an end. Tip number 3, utilize weapons in between ability casts to maximize your damage output. If you spam all of your abilities at the same time and happen to be out of weapon ammo, you will find yourself running around with nothing left but melee attacks. Instead, cast one ability and then swap to firing your weapon for a few seconds before casting another ability. When done correctly, you will be able to put out a lot of pressure and keep the enemy hordes from becoming too large. Tip number 4, heal early and heal often. There is no reason to wait until you have low health to use your heals. Although the healing drop can get you back to full health, you never actually know when it is going to come. Instead, use your heals as soon as you drop below 80% HP. This will get the cooldown going again and allow you to recycle your heal as many times as possible. HP is your best friend, but make sure you run to a safe area before using it, as heals are not an instant cast ability. The last thing you want is to lose the precious HP you just gained. And our final tip is to learn how to properly win the boss fight. The boss will appear after you hit certain levels of the survival mode. These fights can be very difficult due to the hordes of enemies and the strong boss hounding you down. The key to maximizing value against the boss is to train effectively and aim all of your attacks directly at them. By doing this, you will also clear out the hordes of enemies that are standing next to the boss. This is not the time to go for melee attacks, as the boss can deal lots of damage in one singular strike. Instead, roll around to create a lot of space and let those area of effect skills fly.